The cameras flashed. The crowd froze. And just like that, Hollywood had a new obsession.
Welcome to Starscope Report.
Join Jordan and Jamie as they uncover Hollywood drama, music industry shakeups, and viral influencer scandals.
Right. From red carpet surprises to social media controversies, we dive deep into the stories behind the fame.
And today's deep dive is based on a massive headline. Britney Spears' sons just took a major step into the spotlight.
It is such a huge story. We are taking you right to the edge of the runway at Paris Fashion Week today.
Exactly. So here is our mission. We are unpacking a huge stack of celebrity news, fashion journalism, and insider reports.
We've got sources from Us Weekly, The News International, The Star, and BOL News.
And we are using all of that to understand the highly publicized runway debut of Preston and Jayden James.
Because, if you're just looking at this like another Hollywood gossip story, you are really missing the bigger picture.
Oh, totally. It's actually this fascinating case study on family reconciliation and coming of age under a microscope.
Plus the fashion industry's total obsession with celebrity lineage.
Right. Okay, let's unpack this. Let's start with the main event. Friday, June 26, 2026.
The Vetements Menswear Spring Summer 2027 show.
And Vetements, they are not a quiet, traditional luxury house.
No, not at all. They are known for being edgy and disruptive, so casting these two specific brothers was a highly calculated move.
Definitely. So Preston, who is 20 now, walked out looking almost armored.
Yeah, he had this black satin elongated blazer.
With those statement patches all over it, right?
Exactly. Layered over a black dress shirt and a matching tie. And then the bottom half was this crisp, stone-washed denim.
Which is such a brilliant juxtaposition.
Yeah.
You have that corporate tailoring on top and then the casual denim on the bottom.
It really communicated this grounded maturity, but still kept a youthful edge.
And Jayden, who's 19, went a completely different route.
He really did. He leaned into this breezier, street-luxe vibe.
Yeah, he wore a fitted white tank top and light-washed blue jeans.
Which sounds simple, but the accessories were doing all the heavy lifting there.
Oh, for sure. He had this dark brown leather belt with a massive buckle.
And dark brown loafers, plus that V-letter chain draped down his pants.
It felt so vulnerable but confident. And putting them side by side, you see they are using fashion to establish completely distinct identities.
They aren't a package deal. They are individuals.
Right, and the vibe in that room was intense. The front row was packed with heavy hitters.
Oh, yeah. Sharon Stone was there in this striking black and white outfit. Northwest was in the front row, too.
And she definitely understands the celebrity-child dynamic better than anyone.
Right. And Colombian singer Maluma was watching. The pressure was just immense.
Which brings up a crucial detail from BL News that completely shifts how I view this event.
The independence factor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Neither Britney nor their father, Kevin Federline, attended the show.
Which is wild because normally a Nepo Baby debut is just a massive photo op for the parents.
Exactly. The parents sit front row, they fake a tear for the cameras, and the headline is all about them.
But by staying away, they let the boys experience this milestone completely independently.
It severs that immediate visual tie to the parents' legacy. It forces the public to just evaluate Preston and Jayden on their own merits.
And the boys clearly understood the assignment. Look at Jayden's Instagram post after the show.
Right. It was strictly professional. He thanked Vetements creative director Garam Givasalia.
He called it an insane fashion show and an incredible opportunity.
He is treating this like a legitimate career move, not a family outing.
Though I have to mention their grandmother, Lynn Spears, she posted on June 27th that she is one proud Mima.
I love that. It's this perfect reality check. You have high fashion in Paris and then just a normal grandmother bursting with pride.
It really is.
But, when I look at this debut, it feels like a superhero origin story, like the sidekicks finally stepping out alone.
Right.
But the timeline is what gets me. According to the reports, Jayden was just at the Dior cruise show in L.A. in May.
And that was his first red carpet in 10 years.
Right. A full decade of complete obscurity. So how do they go from hiding for 10 years to the center of global fashion in a month?
Well, to understand that magnitude, you really have to understand the decade of silence that came before it.
And the intense family friction. But wait till you hear what came next, because this is where the story gets really complicated.
Yeah, if you are loving these Hollywood twists, make sure you're subscribed. We've got even crazier stories ahead.
Absolutely. So we have to rewind to October 2025.
Right, when Kevin Federline released his memoir, You Thought You Knew.
This book was a total flashpoint. And we are just impartially reporting what the sources say here, specifically Reality T.
Right, we're not taking sides, just looking at the claims made in the book.
And the claims were explosive. Kevin alleged that Britney snorted coke while breastfeeding
He also claims she punched their eldest son, Preston,
and forced the youngest to bathe with her, and even wished them dead in moments of anger.
which Britney immediately and publicly dismissed as white lies.
But the wild part is how Kevin framed the book's release. He claimed the kids were old enough to understand and approve of him publishing it.
He positioned the memoir as a story his sons had basically signed off on.
And that is where I get total whiplash.
How so?
Well, if the boys were approving a tell-all book criticizing their mother in late 2025, how are they suddenly her supportive rocks in mid-2026?
It's a huge shift. But the turning point really comes down to one thing: adulthood.
Right, turning 18 changed everything for Preston.
Because suddenly, the structural guardrails of their childhood were just gone.
The child support dropped from $40,000 to $20,000 a month.
But more importantly, the custody arrangement dissolved. No court order could dictate their relationship with their mother anymore.
And you can see that shift immediately. Preston actually changed his social media profile to Preston Spears.
Reclaiming that identity is a massive statement.
But autonomy doesn't instantly equal reconciliation. They needed a catalyst.
And unfortunately, that catalyst was a crisis. On March 4th, 2026, Britney was arrested for suspicion of DUI.
Which is terrifying. In a fragile family dynamic that either shatters everything or forces an intervention.
And according to Us Weekly, the boys stepped up. They forced an intervention.
The power dynamic flipped completely. The son sat her down to chart a path to recovery.
And it actually worked. By April, Britney voluntarily checked into a rehab facility.
Voluntarily being the key word there. The sources note she was a bundle of nerves and hates following outside routines.
Right, but the quote that stands out is that she did it because she'll do just about anything for her kids.
She recognized how fragile their renewed relationship was. She didn't want to lose them again.
And they really became the anchor for her recovery.
Which led to a very structured legal resolution. On May 4, she pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of wet, reckless driving.
So the more severe drug and alcohol charges were dropped.
Right, but the sentence was still intense. 12 months probation, 1 day in jail, which was time served, and a $571 fine.
Plus mandatory DUI classes and weekly or bi-weekly mental health visits.
Which is a huge commitment for her. And right in the middle of all this, we got that rare boat photo on March 29.
Just Britney standing between her smiling sons.
No paparazzi. Just a quiet, stable moment.
It was like a visual reset button for the public.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though, because they didn't just quietly retreat after that.
No, they took that new independence straight to a Parisian runway.
And later in the episode, we'll talk about the shocking twist nobody saw coming with his fashion debut. So stay tuned and hit that subscribe button.
Because to understand why they did this, we have to look at the Nepo baby phenomenon.
Right. Preston and Jayden are tapping into a massive trend dominating high fashion right now.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it's all about legacy casting.
Look at the February 2025 article from The Star. The roster is insane.
You have Lourdes Leon, Madonna's daughter, walking for Burberry and Mugler.
Iris Law, Jude Law's daughter, doing Miu Miu and Dior.
Lily Rose Depp with Chanel. Lila Moss following her mom, Kate Moss.
Diva Castle, Monica Bellucci's daughter, working with Dolce & Gabbana.
Even Henry Gunther, Heidi Klum and Seal's son, and Beyoncé's nephew, Daniel Julius J. Smith Jr., are hitting the runways.
It's an absolute takeover. And you have to ask, why does fashion love them so much?
It's simple economics. It's not just about looks. It's about inheriting a built-in narrative.
Exactly. Instant media attention and a ready-made fan base.
When Vetements puts Jayden on a runway, they don't have to spend millions to make people care.
They just acquire 20 years of public fascination for free. It is guaranteed headlines.
And for the kids, it aligns perfectly with the modern playbook for establishing their own aesthetic.
Right, because Jayden actually moved from Hawaii to LA to pursue creative passions like music and performance.
Going from that Dior red carpet in May to the Vetements runway in June is a calculated way to build his own identity.
But I want you listening right now to really think about how our society consumes this kind of fame.
We absolutely love a comeback story.
We do. But we are also obsessed with legacy. When we watch these boys model, We aren't just looking at clothes.
No, we are looking at living extensions of the 2000s pop culture we all lived through.
We are projecting all our memories onto them.
It's a phenomenal arc when you look at it chronologically.
From a highly publicized estrangement and a controversial memoir,
To a really tense legal and personal crisis.
culminating in a triumphant independent debut in Paris.
It's just wild.
So what does this all mean?
Well, I think it leaves us with something really important to ponder.
What's that?
When the children of massive, controversial celebrities step into the spotlight, are we as a culture actually evaluating their art and presence on its own merits?
That is a great question.
Or are they forever trapped as human time capsules? Like, are they just canvases where we project our complicated feelings about their parents?
Wow, that is heavy, but it is so true. Escaping that legacy might be the hardest thing they ever do. Well, you've been listening to Starscope Report, where Jordan and Jamie uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture.
Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.